Hello everyone! In my channel, I've actually already posted videos on the Turf Builder Triple Action product from last year. Yet again, this year, I have reapplied Triple Action with all the lessons learned from last year. Okay, so firstly, I want to show you the condition of the lawn before application. So here you can see clovers, crabgrass, some random weeds, and also still lots of bare patches, although much better than last year. Also, you can notice the dandelions that have popped up here and there, but you've got to note that when you compare with my neighbors, you can see that the dandelion population has not thrived as much in my lawn as my neighbors on either sides. I'm guessing this is due to the combination of Triple Action and also Tenacity that I used last year. The main effect of these pre-emergence is supposed to last only a few months, but you can quite clearly see here that there is some lasting effects, which is not bad at all. Okay, so the big lesson from last year's experience with Triple Action was that the application must be done on a wet lawn. And that's because the product is in a granule form and needs the moisture to better stick to the weed leaves. Okay, so this year I decided to take advantage of the morning dew and I did the application before the sun came out and dry up everything. Okay, so at the time of sunrise, I'm using the Scotch spreader, and the instruction for the spreader setting is on the back of the bag, which was 4.5. And I wanted to let you know some additional instructions from the product label that can be critical for the product performance. Firstly, assuming you're doing a spring application, it should be done when daytime temperatures are between 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and also before the third or fourth mowing of the year. The label also says the application should be done when dandelions are actively growing, which I think is a good indicator for the right timing for the application, and it should generally coincide with the 60 to 80 degrees daytime temperature range. And it should not be applied if you have a rain forecast within 24 hours, and that's because you want to give at least 24 hours of contact time for your product with the weeds. But you do need to water down the product after the 24 hours, and that is to activate the pre-emergent effects of the product. Also, the maximum application you can do is twice a year, and you have to remember to give at least 2 months in between the applications. Some other considerations that you need to take into account are that you can't apply to newly seeded or sowed areas until after the 4th mowing, and that after the application, you have to wait for at least 4 months to seed or sow in the area. So you'll need to plan ahead carefully, especially if you're looking to overseed your lawn in the same year. Then there are lists of grass types compatible with the product and those that should be avoided. In this list here, you can see Kentucky bluegrass and tall fescue, which are the grasses that I used for my overseeding. These two are also compatible with Tenacity, which I also use in regular basis in addition to the Triple Action product. Now let's look at what happened after the application. From day 4, I could clearly see the effects. Dandelions were the first to react, and they started to die off from day 4. So you can see here that it seemed like they just couldn't flower as much in the daytime, as you can also see here compared to my neighbor's lawn. From day 7, I was able to see also the clovers dying off from the effects of the Triple Action product. So you see here, they are clearly affected. The leaves are curling up and drying up like you can see here. I was quite satisfied, to be honest, to see this, because this is already much better than what I experienced last year. Definitely applying to a wet lawn helped with the performance. And the dandelions were pretty much gone already from the lawn at this point. And now day 14, 2 weeks after the application, it seemed like the effect of Triple Action was peaking, as you can see from the clovers here. And this is a zoomed out view showing the whole patch of clover. So from here you can see that although we see better effects compared with last year, unfortunately it was not able to completely eradicate the clovers, which I come to think that it's a limitation of this product. I don't have doubts against the active ingredients of the product, but I think it's the mode of delivery that's not working so well here. As I mentioned earlier, this product is in a granular form, and I think it might work better if it was delivered in a liquid form to have better contact with the weed leaves. So from here, I'll be applying tenacity to better control the clovers because I know for a fact that clovers will be able to recover after the peak effect has been reached. But anyways, the after effect that I have just shown now are mostly the weed killing part of the product. And you have to remember that this is a triple action product. So if I were to give a final verdict of the product, as a weed killer, I think the mode of delivery is just wrong here. I think it should be in a liquid form to ensure better contact with the weeds. But I think it does work as a pre-emergent, looking at the comparisons with my neighbors. Also, I'm pretty sure it should work as a fertilizer. It's something not very easy to show in a video, but if the composition stated in the label is correct, I think it should do the job just right. Okay, so that was it for my second year application of triple action. If you liked the video, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.